Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons. Okay, here we have today something very different for us. This is a 2015 on a 15 plate Mercedes GLA45 AMG. The car is a one-owner vehicle, a full and complete documented Mercedes-Benz service history. Had an awful lot of options ticked when the customer ordered it new. I mentioned this is a one-owner car. The gentleman who's just part-exchanged it with us actually let it go a little bit early. He's got a car on order which is going to be a little bit longer yet, but was in a position that he could give us the car a little bit sooner. So I'm delighted to be able to offer this for sale. The specification is certainly unique, and it's an incredible car. I'm relatively familiar with the Mercedes-Benz brand, and this is by far probably one of the sort of most understated looking small SUVs you'll ever come across. So it's got an incredible engine, has a 2-litre turbo engine, produces 355 PS, and when the customer ordered it new, he optioned a couple of things. These very nice 20-inch 10-spoke AMG alloys. The AMG performance exhaust, so this car sounds wonderful, makes an incredible noise as you get down the road, loads of sort of pops and bangs on the overrun and when you're shifting down, and the colour's called Mountain Grey. I'm unsure if a sunroof was an option. We have got the original bill of sale from when the customer bought the car. He gave us a folder full of paperwork for the vehicle, but it has got a big sunroof as well. And it's just an unbelievable car, a tremendous amount of power, a very good 7-speed gearbox, and with lightning fast changes. It seems to be quite a sensible gearbox. Just driven it a mile or so up the road to take the photos and the video of the car, but it seems very intelligent. It doesn't seem like one of these gearboxes that's dim-witted. It's yeah, a wonderful car to drive, and something very different for us. And I mentioned a full and complete Mercedes service history as well. Car arrived with us less than 2 hours ago, looking incredible. It does need to be sort of fully valeted. We'll have things like the exhaust outlets sort of polished up to get them to their proper finish, but has just had a wash and a hoover and looks as good as you see it now. I'll show you a couple of bits of specification. So it does have a power tailgate. Unfamiliar again if the sort of protective strip here was an option. A couple of good signs of ownership when a car's got a boot liner in place, and even that, a boot liner that's barely marked, to be honest. That's in wonderful condition as well. But yeah, power tailgate, little button for it here, couldn't be easier. You have parking sensors and a rear camera. A lot of the Mercedes-Benz products have a rear camera that is tucked away under here. You'll just be able to see it there. When you select reverse, it actually pops out, and you'll see it, and then it goes away the moment you're done with it. I mentioned these wheels, they look absolutely stunning. So 20-inch 10-spoke AMG wheels. Car, irrespective of the mileage, is on all matching Continental sport contact tyres, and you know, given the car's done around 36,000 miles, they're most definitely not going to be the originals, but the previous owner has decided to keep the correct brand of tyre on the car. I think with a performance car like this, that's a bit of an essential. I mentioned the car looking a bit understated. Like I say, you just have a few little things to tell you that it's a quick car. Love red seat belts. I think that looks really smart to go alongside the stitching of the car. And given that these are, you know, a practical SUV almost, no evidence that there's been kids in the back, and if they have, they've certainly behaved themselves and looked after it. You've got AMG branded overmats, another good sign of ownership, and you've got fans in the back to keep you cool or warm. And something I'm a bit of a fan of, a dark headliner. I think it looks absolutely wonderful. You've got 2 panes of glass for the roof, you're right there, one at the front, one at the back. Of course, you have all electric windows. Has a Harman Kardon stereo, which sounds delightful. You're greeted on entry with these very nice illuminated AMG branded scuff plates. Some incredibly comfy seats, and they've got a really nice sort of feel to them. And these sections at the side here, I was worried were going to be a bit invasive, but they're not. It's very comfortable, and even given the car's on 20-inch wheels, the ride is actually surprisingly good. It's not hard or jarring. It's just a very well engineered car. Mentioned all electric windows and power mirrors. I'll jump in and show you a few more bits of the specification and start the car up. You have greeted with that lovely AMG logo just when you get in. That's quite a nice touch as well. Just going to turn the car on. And it sounds absolutely lovely. Very difficult to convey just how good a car sounds in a video, but it does sound absolutely glorious. But pretty subtle when you're on the go, if you're being sensible. And there's a comfort mode which the car is currently in, and it's not loud. It's not the position where it would give you a headache or get on your nerves. But then if you put it to sport and accelerate, you get all these wonderful sounds. It's a very clever package. You have a multimedia system here, and that has a Bluetooth hands-free phone, integrated navigation as well, which I'll show you. And you'll know when you select reverse, if I go for the selection now, you'll see it come up. Takes a second or two to load up. That's just for the camera to unfold from that section where I showed you where it was a moment ago. You have heated seats in the front here as well as a dual zone climate control air conditioning system. Very neat little gear shifter here, which is actually hollow. You can get your hand through that. It feels very nice to use actually. I thought it looked a bit small at first, but actually it's really nicely designed, and you can grip it very well, and you can make your selections into drive, neutral and reverse. And then when you do want to stop, you just press down on park. It is an electronic handbrake car as well, which is just located the other side of the dash down here. And pretty easy to use. You just pull it towards yourself to take the handbrake off and push it away to put it back on. Back to shifter, this is also the button you can use to go into the sport setting. Again, that does seem to make it a little bit louder, does sharpen up the throttle response as well. But a real quick car. Mentioned that you've got paddles here as well, and they've got really lovely feel to them. Often these are like sort of plastic, and they don't feel particularly nice. In this, they feel like a metal. I might be wrong, but they feel almost like an aluminium. But they've got a really nice movement to them as well. Very engaging. Yeah, it's a serious car to drive. I'm just going to turn the ignition off. We've got two keys for the car. Oh, I mentioned the record actually, we'll show you that. You might have noticed in the photos there was a little blue folder sat on the passenger seat. The previous owner was kind enough to furnish us with this. And I think this is always a very good sign. When you get a folder full of paperwork like this from an owner, you know they've loved their car. And this shows you the service record for the car. So you can see it's been into Mercedes-Benz every year without fail. Having last gone in July last year, I think around something like 32 or 33,000 miles, so it hasn't covered a lot since then. And we've also got, I'll have to be careful, there's no owner's details on here, a bill of sale, an invoice for the car when it was purchased new. You see there a total cost of £46,000 when the car was brand new, and the upgrade to the exhaust system and everything else all noted in here. We've got a huge file of invoices and previous MOTs, everything the customer spent on the car. Absolutely love it when a customer comes with something like that. It shows that they've really loved and cared for the car. And that's pretty much it. That's our Mercedes-Benz GLA45. Car's available at T.W White Sons in Bookham. It's going to go through our workshop for a 101-point health and safety inspection and be supplied with a 12-month parts and labour warranty. That's underwritten by the RAC. So even if you're not local to us, you can still buy with some confidence, as that's a warranty that is valid at any VAT and RAC registered garage. We are a Mazda main dealer, but as you can tell from the fact we've got a Mercedes AMG here, and we accept part exchanges from all manufacturers, all makes, models, mileages and derivatives considered. So do give us a try if you're looking to sell your existing car. If you've got any questions, please feel free to give us a call. If you'd like to come and have arrange a test drive, just let us know. And other than that, I think that's everything. Thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Cheers then, bye.